Hey guys, how you doing? Today is the 4th of September, Wednesday. It's 11 minutes past 8 a.m. New York Eastern Standard Time. So we are already 11 minutes into the New York Open. Sorry, I was a little late. But looking at the price action coming towards New York, I knew that there's nothing to do for me anyway for my strategy. There's no setup. I can't take anything unless a certain price action breaks a certain resistance, and that is this one. Okay, so basically coming towards New York, I saw there is a 1 hour resistance up here, right? Okay, so I know there's this. Okay, now we have a very tight range. We also have support here, guys, right, on the hourly. Okay, and then we have another one down here, right, which is not very strong at all. Okay, now on the sorry, let me just go to the daily. So on the daily, we're still relatively bullish. We're still relatively bearish. Although we are going into the daily support here. All right. On the 4 hour, I marked down. Sorry, so this daily support. So I had a daily support over here. Okay, but I actually refunded to the 4 hour support. Okay, so I took that out. Right all the way over here. Okay, so coming towards New York, I identified that price could go either way, right? In a way that price was bearish in terms of on the daily, not on the structure itself, but I'm talking about just the flow because of yesterday. But we are also residing around the daily support area and close to the 4 hour support, the refinement of the daily support. Okay, and then there's a massive support here as well. This is actually a structural support, but that looks like it's actually been broken already anyway. Okay, so for me, unless price on the hourly break or close above this resistance over here, there's actually nothing for me to do, right? And unless price actually breaks support down here for a 1 hour candle to close below this, there's also nothing for me to do. Okay, because in between this the range is very, very, very tight. Okay, so there's no clean traffic to the left. So yeah, I've got nothing here. I can't sell into a 5 minute support. I can also buy into a 5 minutes resistance. There's just absolutely nothing for me here. All right, and if price actually breaks the 1 hour support on the 5 minute time frame, I also can't take anything because price might just reverse back into that tight range. Okay, my strategy states that I can only do, and that's actually an external breakout play. I can only do an external breakout play if the 1 hour candle breaks the 1 hour support or resistance. Then I can do the external breakout play. If the 1 hour candle has not closed beyond 1 hour support or 1 hour resistance, that means I have to assume price would still linger around that range. Okay, but in this case, there's nothing for me to take in this tight 1 hour range. Okay, so that said, it is 14 minutes past 8, and unless the 8 a.m. candle actually closes below this 1 hour support, let me just go back to the hourly, close below this 1 hour support or close above this 1 hour resistance, there's nothing for me to do at this stage. And I actually saw this is actually quite interesting. This is extremely large wick, right, on the hourly, and assume if that's because we're actually still in that range. So yeah, this is actually a little bit tricky. I think what's been happening is this is the reason why price actually ranging so much. We are actually still within this range, to be honest. If I actually want to be completely honest to myself, price was very bearish yesterday, and I think price price stopped moving lower here, right? So if I get rid of this first, okay, if I got rid of this first, right? Now how I draw my support and resistance, I always draw all the way to the wick. So from the body all the way to the wick. Okay, so a bearish candle followed by a bullish candle, for me that is a support, right? Because there's a rejection for price to move any lower. So if I draw the body, from the body all the way to the farthest wick, which is the lowest point of that period for that 1 hour candle, that means, yeah, so the support resistance that I actually drew was actually inside that support, right? So that's why it actually was very, very tight. And if I just move back, and even if I did not draw this, right? Okay, even if I did not have this, even if price actually break below this support, okay, so I have 45 pips range to capitalize on if the 1 hour candle breaks below this. So yeah, it's just a bit tight, because when the 1 hour candle breaks the support, most probably it's gonna take up, like a decent amount of that space, right? Which means that I don't actually have much more space left to capitalize on until the next 1 hour support, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I guess what I'm saying is price, say the 1 hour candle closes like so, right? And let's say I take my stop loss here. I don't actually have much to capitalize on from here to here, right? And I'll have like a really large stop loss, right? I just for the risk to reward, maybe it's not that great. Plus just the whole thing, the whole price action, it's just very tight. So I guess, okay, let me just review my analysis. If price actually break this support, I would not take any sell. The range is just too tight. And if price break that resistance, let me see. Yeah, it's just a bit too messy here, so I might not take it. There's a good chance that I don't have a setup tonight, guys, to be honest. And again, if I want to stay true to the way I draw my support and resistance, this was the last support that has not been broken, to be honest. Okay, so that was sort of like slightly broken, but then price actually went straight back into the support. Okay, so yeah, so I wouldn't take anything unless let me see. Yeah, I might actually take a buy if price break this clean traffic over here. So assuming that price, actually even on the 5 minutes, if price actually went back here, right? Actually, let me just draw this. Okay, so if price do this, right, like do whatever he wants to do, and then break that, okay, I will take that, and then to aim to here, right? That's what I will do. I would okay, this would be a move that I would actually capitalize on, guys. All right, so unless price do this, okay, yeah, I don't think I'll be getting involved tonight. judging from the way price action moves. Okay. Yeah, look, this is actually a much cleaner traffic or range to trade into, to be honest. And that's actually a nice resistance as well, a weak resistance actually, to be honest. Right. Yeah, all right. Or price might actually break this support. Let's see what I have here. Do I have anything clean over here? Let's see. Yeah, not really, to be honest. What do I have? Okay, so maybe this one. Alright, if price breaks. Alright, if price break that. Alright, so let me just recap. Scenario number one. It's an internal breakout play, so price within this New York session on the 5 minute actually breaks this line over here, which I will take a buy and sell to buy and then exit at that blue line there, right? At TP, at 5 minute hard roadblocks, 5 minutes resistance, or and it doesn't have to be on the hourly, so it could be on the 5 minutes, because now we're actually in this 1 hour range. Okay, 1 hour resistance, 1 hour support. All right, so internal breakout play, the 5 minutes internal breakout play. Okay, scenario number two, on the hourly it must close below the support, and then on the 5 minutes it has to close below this line for me to actually take the short position for tonight anyway. All right, for the New York AM session. Okay, so let me just take that off. All right, I'm gonna put an alarm here. Okay, I'm gonna put alarm here. All right. Okay, I'm just gonna pause the recording for a while, and I'll be back in about 10 or 15 minutes. Hey guys, just checking back in. Yeah, so far it's 8:30 a.m. and absolutely no movement, no volume coming to the market. Where's 8:30? Let me see, 8:30. Yeah, that's 8:30 candle. Normally 8:30 candle you'd see a lot more action, but yeah, nothing happening so far. What I'll do is I'll jump back in again when there is a little bit more volume or more action coming into the market. Okay. Okay guys, we're back. All right, so there's finally some movement here when the NYSE opens. So we are actually 1.5 minutes away from the for this 5 minutes candle to close. So we are actually above that clean traffic line, but I don't actually have much more room to move, to be honest. And with such a large stop loss, yeah, it's probably not worth taking, because if price actually close above this and I take it, right, so it's my stop loss will be too large. Okay, so that's actually a bit tricky. Right, there's another way. If price actually have some sort of like retracement, okay, and then create some sort of like temporary or fresh 5 minutes resistance here. But yeah, even then the space is probably just not enough for me to actually take anything. But I could actually make the stop loss smaller. All right, so I guess, sorry, what I was trying to say is if price actually creates some sort of like resistance here, right, okay, and some sort of support, and upon the break of that resistance, I would go into a buy position, right? I would go into a buy position. So this would be my new, oops, this would be my new price resistance to break. Okay, upon a break of that, I will catch a buy from there to there. Yeah, but yeah, I don't think I have enough space, guys, to be honest. Yeah, it's actually too tight. What a shame. Yeah, but I don't want to actually force my entry as well. Yeah, and we are 18 minutes away from this 1 hour candle closing, and I'm normally done. No, sorry, not normally. I'm actually done when the 9 a.m. candle closes. So I don't actually try take any other setup after this hour. All right. Yeah, so price just flew off this 1 hour support. Yeah, as expected. I was actually expecting for the support to hold in the beginning of this video and trying to catch a buy into this 5 minutes resistance here. But yeah, it is what it is. Price didn't give me anything. What a bummer. Yeah, see, that's the thing, guys. And sometimes I am, I'm just as guilty. I guess this is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes you could have the right trade analysis, you could have the right trade idea, and sometimes price just wants to do what price wants to do, right? It doesn't actually give you the entry like what we are seeing right now. So price has already kind of left without me, and even if price actually created a resistance here, I still need price. Okay, let's say this is the fresh resistance. So theoretically, right, if price create a support and breaks here, right, okay, this will be my new 5 minute support. Okay, and I could, on the break of that 5 minutes support, sorry, 5 minutes resistance, sorry guys, I would want to actually catch that buy. Okay, but just because it's coming very close to 10 a.m., which is the end of my trading window, I only trade between 8 to 10. Yeah, I just find it a little bit risky for me to actually enter into this. Yeah, and I don't think within this, what, 15 minutes, was it 16 minutes, I don't think price can actually do what I'm hoping for price to do. Yeah, but if I actually enter right now, not letting price create a new fresh resistance and support, that means I'll be buying here, and then try just, the risk to reward is just way too low. I'm just not ready to get involved, with this kind of risk to reward. Yeah, no, I'll definitely skip for tonight. Okay, yeah, so as I was saying, you could have the right trade idea, and you could actually call price you could call out the direction of the price correctly. If price doesn't give you an entry or an opportunity, then might as well just skip it. Yeah, I also paid, like I said, I am just as guilty. I paid a lot of tuition fee as well in the past, trying to chase price just because I wanted to validate my trade idea. I just hate being wrong. I just want to prove it on the chart that I was right to call out price, from X to Y. The price actually moved from A to B. I got it right. didn't get an entry, so I kind of forced it, and I actually paid dearly. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're just gonna sit and watch what price is doing, and yeah, I'm gonna end this recording at 10 a.m. All right. Yeah, it's 15 minutes now from, what do you call it, from my session to finish. Yeah, so this month, a month of September, I only took one trade, and that was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, if you watch my other video, that was so unlucky. I took a sell here. Right, I took a sell here, and price went all the way up. Oh, actually, sorry, price went all the way down, very close to my TP, then pumped right all the way back up. Almost hit my stop loss, but because of spread, it kicked me out of the position. And then immediately after that, went straight to my TP. And then, yeah, and then the rest, obviously, this was not part of the trade idea. Yes, it did actually end up hitting my stop loss, but yeah, I was just only trying to get a quick scalp between the break of this consolidation, right? Break of this support, this 5-minute support over here, or 5-minute support over here. Upon the confirmation of this candle over here, and then to take price to an old 5-minute support, right, which was to the left, somewhere there. It was here. That was my TP. But anyway, it is what it is. Okay, I'm just curious as to what price end up doing. All right, we are 12 minutes away. if price on the hourly, and again, this is nothing to do with the trade for tonight, because I'm like 10 minutes away from my session being finished. So just looking at price action, if on the hourly, if price, this 1 hour candle closes above excuse me, above this level here, right, I think there's a good chance for price to continue higher for this wick to be filled, right? It will become a wick fill, but I need price to actually close. So this 1 hour candle has to close above this bullish candle over here. It just has to close above that, right? And let me just change that to another color. Okay, that purple line over there, it just has to close above it for price to continue higher. Otherwise, it might blast through this support, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, see, this is the, if this is printing bullish, guys, this 5 minutes candle, I will take that as a fresh support, right? Fresh 5 minute support, which normally will become my stop loss, all right, if I'm getting involved into the trade, which I'm not. Okay, and this will be my new fresh, right, 5 minutes resistance, sorry, to validate my long position. Okay, so process to actually close above this, and then I'll aim for TP there. Yeah, and I will use that as a stop loss. I'll probably give it a bit of, normally I would give a bit of a room. Yeah, so I'll probably do this. Yeah, but just because we are so close to the 10 o'clock. And for me, in my experience at 10 a.m., usually it could actually go either way. It could actually go pretty sideways. And I just don't want to be caught when price suddenly just move sideways and start consolidating. And it's already, again, it's 10 o'clock. It's outside of my trading, right? Trading hours. What, 7 minutes away from this candle to close? Yeah, I think it has a good chance for price to, for this 1 hour candle to close above that, where I drew the purple line before. Yeah, my trading strategy is very simple, guys. I used to trade smart money concept, not anymore. Thank God I left it. Yeah, I just think, look, in a nutshell, all you need to do is you need to be able to identify where price wants to go for the next hour or two, right? You need to be pretty good at it. Okay, you don't need to know where price wants to go tomorrow or next week or next month, right? You don't or in 2 weeks time, whatever. You just don't need to know that far ahead. You only need to be one step ahead from the market, just one step ahead. Okay, so go into your session of choice, right? You want to trade the London Open or New York Open, AM session, PM session. In my case, I want to trade the New York AM session. I just have to figure out where price most likely wants to go, right, for the next hour or two, right? So I'll give myself 2 hours trading window, so it kind of suppress my, uncontrollable appetite to always want to get involved, in a position, right? Just, obviously it leads to an overtrading, right? Which means that most likely than not, it's only a matter of time for me before I actually blow my account, which obviously I don't want to do. And after I have a good idea of where price wants to go, and just to kind of narrow it down to a specific area where you want to get involved in that hour or two. And for me, I call that price where price most likely wants to go from that 1 hour range. And I was being specific in terms of what price needs to do before I actually get involved, and that's it. I just wait. Okay, if price didn't actually do exactly what I expect them to do, then okay, I miss a day without trading. No big deal. It just saves me time and mental capacity as well, trying to memorize and understand every single price movement. All right, have a look guys here. So price did actually want to continue higher, right? Yeah, so if I were to get involved, I would actually get involved here, right? Upon the close of this candle, right? Which is going to be in 2 minutes. And this is why, looking at the way price moves, I know I won't actually have a lot of space left, right, to capitalize, you know, because that's actually my TP. Price could have just reversed after it actually touched that take profit point, right? If price actually got out of this, like have a bit of a momentum, right, out of this 1 hour support, and if the, what do you call it, and then if price actually break that resistance, right, not too far from from the support, right, so it's like around here, and price comes back, I would probably have more space to capitalize on. But yeah, just judging from the way price move, yeah, it won't actually be worth the risk. And because of time as well, because we are now, yeah, we're actually 2 minutes away from 1 minute away from my trading session. All right, and I don't want to be caught in price going sideways from here, right? Right, I just don't want to get caught price going this way. Yeah, but just interesting. Just want to see how price goes. But it's been really sluggish, to be honest. Very sluggish, very weak. Yeah, even the 8:30 a.m. normally it actually gives you that little push, but yeah, it was nothing. See, this was actually the 8:30 candle that was push. That was the it was nothing. All right. Okay, so we have news now. We have the 10 a.m. news. Lucky I didn't take it. That would have been my stop loss. Now I made the right call. And I was pretty happy. The old me would have actually taken that trade. I would have got taken out and actually regretted it by not following my trading window. Yeah, I think price just wanted to kind of refuel from the hourly support. Testing this range over here, right? This range. Okay. Right. Oh, sorry, hang on. Trying to test that range. Okay, before continuing higher. Yeah, so like I said, it's been really sluggish. That range was actually created by this weird, strange 1 hour candle where it had extremely long wick, extremely long bottom wick, right, to be exact. And price has been creating like its own like internal 1 hour support and resistance within it, you know. And I was before, I wasn't actually marking this as a support before I had that resistance here. If you look at my video earlier, rewatch my video earlier, right, this is what I had, right. Then I realized, oh, hang on a minute, this is technically a support, like a support, right, because price actually was rejected here, but it hasn't actually come any lower than that. So yeah. Oh, I'm just curious. I just want to wait. I'll end this recording when price actually hit this blue line, this TP. I'm just out of curiosity. So 1.5 minutes away from this candle to close. Yeah, it looks like it's actually rejecting to go any lower. So that's it. It is a 1 hour support. And on the daily, right, without the refinement, yeah, we were sort of like, yeah, it's actually around the daily support area, guys, here. Yeah. Right, in terms of structure, yeah, we're still bullish. Actually, you know what? We're not as bullish as we were for the last 2 weeks. So I think it could actually consolidate. It could actually go sideways in a bigger time frame. I don't know yet, but yeah, I don't believe that we are actually as bullish as we were, the past 2 weeks. Okay, if that makes sense. What? 10 seconds. Yeah, price seems to actually respect this area here as a support, as a new support. if price excuse me, if price actually ever, if price decide to come back to this support area, this 1 hour support area, that whole trade idea would have been a wrong trade idea in the beginning. That would be my take. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, that's why I'm staying back. I just want to see, just out of curiosity. Yeah, I'm expecting price, like right now, price should actually break that blue line. Otherwise, I got it wrong from the beginning. It's looking good. I think this week it's just a retest of that whole entire range and a retest of that 1 hour support to go higher. Yeah, on daily, because we actually came pretty close to the daily support, and that's a big deal, obviously. Daily support. Yeah, you should actually hit this one. Yeah, okay, it hit it. Okay, so that's it, guys, for tonight. At least I got the direction right. I got the trade idea right, but price just didn't give me the entry, so I was missing out on an entry. It did sort of kind of tease me for another entry, another entry, a potential entry towards the end of my session. But judging from the space between the new opportunity, the new trigger that could have actually validated the new buy opportunity, it just didn't give me enough space for me to capitalize until my TP. So that's why I actually decided to kind of just sit on the sideline tonight. Okay, and thank God I did, because the stop loss that I drew with the 10 a.m. news, it actually took out my stop loss before she hit the TP. So yeah, it's a good thing that I actually stay in cash and sat on my hand tonight. All right, guys. Anyway, same session tomorrow. I'll see you again. All right. Happy trading and stay well.